Are you tired of harassing telemarketing calls? Last night, Larry Barker showed us how he took on illegal telemarketers by taking them to court, winning more than $50,000 in settlement fees. Tonight, Larry shows you how you can fight back. Here's part 2. Don't call Larry Barker.
It's a huge deal. This is an epidemic. It is a giant problem.
What does it take for a telemarketer to get it?
They have to be sued and be made to pay money.
I think the vast majority of them are really horrible people. I hate to say it, but some of these people are out to really hurt people.
Alexander Graham Bell could not have imagined his invention would one day evolve from a communication device into a weapon of sorts. Today, Americans are besieged by hordes of anonymous peddlers who utilize the telephone to brazenly defy the law. Consider what we're up against.
Hello, this is Rachel at Cardholder Services, calling in reference to your current credit card account.
Hello, this call is from Microsoft Security Department. We encounter a serious issue coming out of your computer.
Hello, I'm calling from the Health Insurance Enrollment Center.
Hi, this is Todd with the Fulfillment Department. Your wellness package is ready to be shipped.
Janice Kopek is with the Federal Trade Commission.
We bring cases to go after the folks who are blasting out those illegal calls. Many of the more recent cases that we have brought have shut down operations that are responsible for billions of illegal calls.
Prohibited practices include robocalling, which is the use of mass-produced recorded sales pitches, disregard for the Do Not Call registry, and fake caller ID.
The extent of the problem is epidemic proportions. It's not a problem you can solve with legislation. It's a problem you have to solve with technology.
We traveled to New Jersey to meet with Ethan Garr. He's an executive with Teltech, a computer science lab that develops mobile apps aimed at battling illegal telemarketers.
The vast majority of them are scams and spam calls. They're unwanted telemarketers. They're the free cruises. It's Rachel from Cardholder Services. It's IRS phone scammers and people telling you that your computer's broken, and unless you let them log in, you're not going to be able to use your computer again.
Teltech's latest venture is a mobile app called RoboKiller. In 2015, RoboKiller won an FTC contest for its innovative approach to combating abusive telemarketers.
We block all those unwanted and annoying calls, but what's really cool is we answer those calls with answer bots, which are our own robots that waste the spammers' time by talking back to them for hours on end.
And if you thought being on the Federal Trade Commission's Do Not Call list protects you from illegal telemarketers, think again. With an estimated 3.8 billion illegal calls flooding America every month, government regulators are only able to crack down on a handful of egregious violators.
They have very little risk of being prosecuted. Many of these calls, probably the majority, originate overseas. It would be almost impossible for our government to find these people where they are and prosecute them. Even if you found them, it's likely that they would just close shop and open somewhere else.
So what can you do to stop the daily bombardment of annoying illegal sales calls? Well, you probably can't stop them from calling you altogether, but you can fight back.
Federal law allows consumers victimized by illegal telemarketers to sue them in court for monetary damages.
There are consequences for ignoring these laws that have been on the books now for over 20 years.
Santa Fe attorney Sid Childress specializes in suing telemarketers.
What's the message that these lawsuits sent to telemarketing firms that cannot abide by the law?
That they can and will be made to pay. I think that's what they understand loud and clear.
Childress has successfully sued dozens of shady telemarketers and has collected tens of thousands of dollars in damages for his clients.
I'm fed up with these calls. A lot of people are fed up with these calls, and so I'm going to make them pay.
Now, of course, not everyone has the time or resources to hire an attorney and file lawsuits. However, there's other things you can do to protect yourself. First, register all your phones, both landlines and mobile, on the Federal Trade Commission's Do Not Call registry. It only takes a minute or two, and while it won't protect you from crooked telemarketers, it will protect you from the honest ones. Now, it will take a little bit of technology to thwart those illegal callers. For example, install on your cell phone a call blocking app like RoboKiller, and you can prevent as much as 90% of the scammers and spammers from contacting you.
We want to help people. We want to help them get their phones back and be able to answer the phone knowing it's not a telemarketer or a scammer.
When your phone rings and you don't recognize the caller ID, let it go to voicemail. Telemarketers commonly will illegally spoof their caller ID to make it appear like it's a local call. Lastly, if you pick up the phone and a telemarketer or a scammer is on the line, don't engage them in conversation. Either put the phone down and walk away, or simply hang up.
So just be smart when you answer your phone and know that don't take for granted that the person on the other side of the phone call is someone you can trust, no matter how nice they are.
Your opinion, do these guys have a heart?
No, I think mostly they have no heart.
Larry Barker, KRQE, News 13.
You will find some helpful links on our website, like what you need to know to sue robocallers and how to get on the national Do Not Call list. Go to alwayson.krqe.com.